What's up everybody, we are back in St. Petersburg, and as you can tell by the title, we are doing something completely dramatic, something quite big, something that's going to really change the way the whole city looks. So what I plan to do is, there was this existing, guess you would say a bypass road right here, and so what we're going to be doing now is completely submerging all of that. It's going to go completely underneath this whole area here. So I just wanted to basically make more space for whatever else. So by sinking this road to underneath all of this area, it's going to make so much more space. And so yeah, I decided to just demolish it all because it was really just a lot of kind of wasted space. It was very uneven terrain as well, so it was not the easiest to work with, I suppose. So yeah, so I'm just going to, so I've basically flattened out this whole area to make it nice and even. So of course that's going to make it a lot more easier to build on in the future. And I'm just adding in a simple seawall as well. So completely along the seawall is actually where the new bypass underground road tunnel is gonna go, and it's going to connect up to the existing road mini highway right there, which is the one that stops right there over the highway. So. And yeah, so I don't actually finish the whole thing in this episode because filming it took over an hour, and that's quite a lot for me because usually I do maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes of filming, but this one took about an hour, and by the time I finished that hour I was pretty much done. So but I do most of it in this episode, and so in the next episode it'll just be more like I don't know, the smaller details, putting in trees and making better pathways and stuff like that. So so this part here, I didn't know how to do it, but I had this vision of the seawall going around the corner and then the bridge going into the side of the seawall, if that makes sense. But I'm sure there's a way to do that, but like I really don't know how to do that, so I had to actually make the seawall stop right there and then the tunnel goes in, which isn't exactly what I wanted, but I don't know, it'll just have to be like that. I was thinking in the future I might actually submerge that bridge right there, so because it's going to be in a tunnel anyway, so I was thinking making it go underneath the river, which is a pretty common thing in real life, and then the big interchange as well on the other side of the river in the downtown island area. That whole area I might also put underground as well in the future, so it'll make a lot more space as well. And I should actually thank all of you guys, because in a few episodes ago I suggested that, like, what type of computer should I get for a gaming computer, because right now I'm just playing on an old laptop and it's not really the best for playing this game, and I really, if I had a much better computer I would feel more encouraged to play this game a lot more often as well. So I asked you guys what type of computer I should get, if I should build it myself, so what type of processor, I don't know, RAM and stuff. So I got quite a lot of feedback, which is really great, and I've actually started properly looking at what I can get. I've found a local small business, and so what you do is you choose the parts that you want and they build it for you for a little fee, which isn't very much. And so yeah, I've started looking into that, getting their feedback as well. And so hopefully very soon I should have a new computer, and then I can finally play this game how I really want to, which is going to be in a lot more detail. And also, like right now I often do, like, I record the video then I do a voiceover. The reason being is that if I play the game and record it, the game is quite laggy and it's probably a bit hard to watch. So that's why I always do these voiceovers over the video, and the video is actually it's on fast forward, it's ×2 or ×4. So when I get my new computer, I can actually play it like properly, when, like, you know what I mean, like I can press play in the game and actually record at the same time, and you can actually hear what I'm thinking in that moment, which is probably going to be a lot more interesting for a lot of you guys as well. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'll let you guys know I should get it very soon because I checked all of the components for the computer that I wanted and they're all in stock. And yeah, so fingers crossed it's very soon. Anyway, that's off track. So back to this. So we have the tunnel that goes underneath, and then I was going to leave it completely open up here. I was thinking, should I just leave it open as green space, put parks and pathways as well? But then I was like, no, no, we need another road on top of here. So I end up putting a boulevard road along here in a second, which connects up to all of these roads, and then the road underneath, the tunnel bypass, it doesn't really connect up with this whole area very much because I really want it to just be more of a bypass, but I do add in a couple of entrance and exit ramps into the highway that connect up to the above ground area. And I want you guys to let me know, like, should I add in more of the seawalls around the areas? Because, like, for example, this side here, it's just the natural landscape. And, I mean, I like both types. I like the natural and the also artificial as well. So, like, let me know what you think I should do, if I should leave it artificial or if I should do more seawalls in some areas, and then, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to do the whole thing as seawalls because that would look too artificial for me. So... and I was kind of worried, like, is this seawall that I'm doing now, is that going to make it look really weird? Because the seawall, it creates a very smooth image, and to me sometimes that can be a little bit unrealistic, but I mean, not always, but sometimes. So let me know what you think about that and we can go from there. And if you guys remember, there's that existing tunnel right there, and that was used as a really easy slip road for people to go to get onto the highway. So I'm going to continue on with that. So it's going to basically do the same thing as it did before. It's just going to slip underneath the tunnel highway and then straight on. So that's just creating easy flow access. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh yeah, and then I press play to test it. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see in the future how the traffic responds to this whole new area, whether or not it's going to ease flow, or if there's going to be a need for a lot more connections to this mini tunnel highway as well. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. And guys, I don't know if some of you realize or not, some of you probably will, but I actually made a mistake with the entrance ramps. I actually done them around the wrong way. So the entrance ramp to the highway should go after the exit. And then, so since I done it backwards, I added in that give way sign right there in the tunnel. So just because there's going to be a lot of traffic in the left lane because they want to use the left lane to exit, so that's why I put in the give way sign, because obviously there's going to be a lot of traffic meeting right there, so I didn't really want it to really just flow in, so that's why I put the give way sign so they can wait. And yeah, so this is when I was like, oh yeah, we need to add in that extra road on the top here. So I'm just making a bit of room for this new road as well. So I don't know how busy this road is going to be because of the tunnel bypass. Like, I really don't know how busy it's going to be, so we'll just have to wait and see. I say that so much, like, we'll just have to wait and see. I say that all the time, but we really will have to wait and see. So who knows, maybe it won't be very busy. And like, I don't know what I should do in the like either side of this boulevard road, should I connect it to like the smaller roads and just make it more of a residential area, or should I leave it as open green space? Yeah, so let me know about that, because that's something I'm really not too sure yet that I want to do. And yeah, and I didn't know what to do here. Like, I didn't know, should I connect this road with the highway, or should I just take it straight over? I thought, let's take it straight over the river, because I've decided in the future that tunnel that pokes out of the ground, goes across the river, it's going to be underground anyway, so you won't really see it, and a lot of people won't have access to it. So I just thought, yep, let's just put this other road across and be done with it. Okay, and so at this end we are going to do a tunnel, and so this tunnel, it'll basically connect up with the boulevard, the existing road there on the right side, and then the tunnel. Did I already say that? So anyway, it'll connect up with all of those. Oh, the angle goes a bit funny, but yeah, I always have so much trouble doing roundabouts. I know, I can get the mod, but I always forget to get the mod. Anyway, so I don't know how busy this road is going to be honest. I think this part wasn't too busy before we made all this new construction right now. So anyway, the tunnels will come up in a single lane in the direction that they're going in, and they will connect up either side just like that, and then drag the train back over, just because it looked a little bit funny, the angle. So, and yeah, so that's basically that. And surprisingly, the tunnel isn't, not the tunnel, the roundabout isn't too crazy. The shape isn't too crazy. The only thing I didn't like is how on the right side the tunnel is immediately, whereas on the left side the tunnel came up and then there's a little bit of just like ground level road. So I want the tunnel to come up directly onto the roundabout, so I don't want any other space in between, just because I wanted it to be even on either side. And you can see I was having a little bit of trouble doing it. I don't know why, but we got it eventually in the end. So I think I'm going to wrap up the whole episode here. I just want to do a little bit more detail before I go, but basically that's all I really wanted to do in this episode. So like I was saying, in the next episode I'll be doing a lot more detail, and like, let me know what I should do in the space on that new boulevard that I made up there. Like, should I leave it as parks? Should I do a mixture of parks and residential, or commercial, or office, or I don't know. Just let me know what I should do, because it could really be anything. I'm thinking probably a mixture of medium density buildings, probably mostly residential, but then again it depends on how busy this road's going to be. If it's going to be extremely busy, then I might just do it as commercial or office space, or even leave it as green space, or do a mixture. But yeah, I'll probably most likely do residential and then a lot of green space, and try to continue on with the pedestrian pathways there somehow, connect it through, weave it through, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of, about in terms of the seawalls that I was mentioning earlier, where if I should do more of those or not. So yeah, like, just let me know, because it's nice to see what you, or hear what you guys, or read what you guys rather are thinking. So that is pretty much it. You can see that it's being used already quite a lot, which I'm happy about, and there's not really too much congestion on the upper level either. So thank you guys for watching. I will record the next video very, very soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave me a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, I don't mind. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.